Hello everyone, I have a project to share with you today, and I also have some happy news to share with you after I show you the project. I've been busy making a little book, and it's a little dress form book. This is the front cover, and I've actually made this book out of a muesli bar box because it was just the really nice size, and I didn't have any chipboard, and I wanted something a bit heavier than cardstock, so a box it was. I've put a little, actually this is a wooden like corset shape that I bought quite some time ago, last year I think. I'm just trying to remember the name of the store. I think Crafty Embleys, that's right. It was one of theirs, and that's the last one of those I have now. So I've used that on my front cover, and the paper line I've used in this little book is the Divine paper pad 6x6, and that's by Prima, and it is divine. It's a really pretty paper pack. I've just made her a little skirt out of this beautiful lace. I don't know where this lace is from. I actually got it out of my scrap box, and a lot of the pieces of lace I've used in this little book are just the scraps that I had left on my desk from the last couple of weeks. You know, you tend to put them in a little container for so long and then you put them away. Well, I thought, well, I'll use them instead. So I've just made her a little skirt out of that, and underneath I have a doily just to cover things up a little bit, but you know, I haven't stuck that down. You can see the lovely lace underneath there as well. This gorgeous lace here running down the side is actually one that Jude sent me a while ago. That's the last of that one, Jude. It's beautiful, but thank you for that. And this little one here is one that Kerry sent me in our crafting survival kit. Thank you so much for that, Kerry. Actually, Kerry is selling dress forms, wooden dress forms now. So I'll put a link to Kerry's new store in the description box, because I might go have a look at them myself, because I don't have any dress forms left. I've just made a little tag here, and I thought this was rather appropriate. You're never fully dressed without a smile, and I'm thinking more the Glee version rather than the Little Orphan Annie one. This absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous applique here is one that Maggie sent me, and it hurt to use that, but it needs to be used because it's so, so beautiful, and I wanted to keep it forever. Isn't that just gorgeous, that applique? And there were two pieces, but what I've done is I've run it sort of along the back there as well. Can you see that? And this beautiful lace going down the spine there is from Lily, and I just slightly tea dyed it so it wasn't too bright white. And then we have a lovely vintage rickrack braid down both sides of the spine. I'm trying to see if there's anything else on there that I may have missed. This lovely little pearl trim is from Mad About Scrappin'. This lovely little trim in here is one that Wendy sent me in our swap. Thank you so much, Wendy. And of course this tiny little doodad is from Lily's store, which is Shabbylicious on Zibbet. Some more pearl trim around here. Little clothes. What is that? A dress pin. I think that's one that I think Hazel sent me that one. Thank you, Hazel. And then on the back it's quite plain. I've used dictionary pages that Zephy sent me. The ones on the cover are my own dictionary pages, but the one inside are from Zephy. Oh, and this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous lace here. I absolutely love that lace. That's from Rosanna. She sent that in her Matchbox swap, and I've used that a couple of times, and there's not an awful lot left of it now. But that's a gorgeous little lace, that one is. So that's the front of my little book, and I think it turned out quite pretty. And what this book is, it's a little dress form book, and all I've done is make up little pages of dress forms and dress them differently with my scraps that I had on my desk. And I'm really quite happy with how it turned out. As I said, the pages are all dictionary pages that I just used on the hidden hinge method, and it worked really well because they're a lovely little size. As you can see, it's so easy to hold. The actual dress forms in here are the ones that Kimmy sent me in our swap, and I used them all, Kimmy. And they were wonderful to use because they're that heavy chipboard, so that was wonderful. This lace here is one that Hazel sent me a while ago. Thank you so much, Hazel. This little beaded trim here is one that Var sent me. And the lace in here, I'm trying to remember where this lace came from. I'll have to think about that one. This little trim across here is one that I originally bought from Louisa Diaz quite a while ago, and I think she sells a white one as well. She also has a store, I think it's Kitty Scrap Post. Any stores that I mention, I will put probably put a link in the description box. This little flower, it was sent to me. And this one down here, I think it was Var who sent me quite a few of those little satin roses. What else do we have here? Oh, and this lovely little flower underneath there is one that Zeffie sent me. Thank you so much, Zeffie. Down the side here I have some embroidery onglaze. I have this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous vintage trim. It may even be antique, I'm not quite sure, but it's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably one of my favourites. More of the trim that Var sent me, and some cotton lace across the bottom. That I think I probably found that in a thrift store. Over on this side, around the edge here, we have the same embroidery onglaze. We have some more of this gorgeous lace that Rosanna sent to me. This lace here is one that Jude sent me, and the little yellow one was one of my own vintage laces, and it was only a very tiny piece, but how pretty is that little lace. And I've just popped a couple of those little flowers on from this trim, and I wanted to keep the little pockets see-through as well because the papers are so very pretty. I didn't want to take away from it. So that's my first page, and all the little pockets will of course be holding something, but I'm not going to put it in this video. And this is the second page, and I quite like this page. It's a little bit different. This is a applique that I got in from Lavish Laces, one of Lily's beautiful little doodads there. And I kind of made it sort of as if there's a dress going up one shoulder, down the other, and then under here I have some tulle. And the little dress part up to about here has some lace over it as well. And I'm quite sure that might be the lace that that Maggie sent me. Thank you, Maggie. Another little piece of the applique over here, and another Lily doodad. And this is actually, this little bag is actually one of those organza bags. And I just thought it might be a little bit quirky to use one of those because I wanted to see this picture as well. So, you know, once you take the goodies out, you'll be able to still see the pretty picture. On this side, I have the dangle trim from Lavish Laces. They're just using up the ends of what was sent to me for my guest spot, and it just fit lovely here. And I have some pearl trim going down the side as well. Along the bottom here, I have some trim that Jude sent me with our egg carton swap. Thank you for that, Jude. So I'm pretty sure that's all on that page. Looking through the viewfinder. Yes. And then our next page, remove our dangles, and let's fluff her skirt up a little bit. And we have our dress form again. We have a little piece of gorgeous lace from Lily's store. Another piece of this beautiful vintage trim. And a tiny little doodad flower there. And that was actually from Maggie. She sent me a few little doodads for the matchbox, when she sent her matchbox. This lovely crochet flower here is from Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. And beautiful lace down the side there is from Lily's store, which is Shabalicious. This gorgeous trim, yes, I keep using it, but it's so usable. And another tiny one hidden in between this one and the paper. Just there. And on this side we have the remainder, I think it was like the top part of the doily, because there's 2 layers of doily under here. It's not one, it's actually 2, and I trimmed the tops off. And I didn't pull them tight because I just, I thought it was nice if that sort of sits up a little bit like that. Over this side, I have another piece of that doily, like I said. More of this absolutely gorgeous trim up the side. Some more of Lily's gorgeous mesh lace there. It's so pretty, and I love the way you can still see through. Little butterfly that Kimmy made for me. Thank you, Kimmy. And that's that side. How cute is the little banner across the top there? And so that's that page. And the last page is this one. We'll start with the pocket. This is that trim that Wendy sent me. Again, it's very dainty, that lace, and very pretty. This is another lovely lace from Lele, and a doodad. And this little piece here is a scrap I had from some lace I cut out that Va sent me, this beautiful applique lace. And it's what was left, so I popped it there. And this is another part of it as well, so it ties in together. And this is this little dress form. We have some more beautiful Lily lace here. The applique from Va, Lily doodad flower. The last little piece of this trim from Lavish Laces, and some more of this gorgeous lace here. Down the bottom we have this lovely little trim, and this one here I bought from Lincraft, and another very pretty lace here, and I think I may have just had that in my drawer because I can't find where it came from, or it could have just been in my scrap box because I pulled my scrap box out and was having a look. That's where it could have come from, like the dress on the front. But that's the last page there. And I really like this little book. I think it's a happy little book. It's got some nice little pockets to put a few things in, but it won't make it too chunky and big. And it just, it's so pretty. And I did the cover last, and after I did the cover I was so happy with how pretty the cover looked. I thought, oh, I'd love to do a book just in that particular style, those colours. So I may have to go and get some of Kerry's dress forms now, I think, because I really do want to make another one of these. So I hope you like my little book. I'm very pleased with it, and I hope the lady who's getting this book likes it as well. And I did say I had some news to share with you at the beginning of the video, and I'm so excited about this news. There's actually 2 bits of exciting news. A lot of you may know that I am now designing for Helmar's glue, which I feel very privileged to have been chosen. It's actually quite an easy thing for me because I do use Helmar's glue. I don't use hot glue guns or anything like that, so all it means is I'll be trying out a lot of their other glues as well, and you might hear me mention Helmar 1 or 2 times, but it's nothing unusual for me to be using their glue because that is what I use. That is what I used to make this book. Also I use their quick dry glue, and also their craft glue, which is, it's a normal craft glue, but it's the first time I've actually tried using it, and it's just about as good as their quick dry glue. So I won't go through as much of the quick dry anymore, knowing that. Anyway, that's the first bit of good news I've got. And the second bit of good news I've got, which has sort of got me all in a tiz and excited, is that I'm now going to be designing for Lily, for Lily's store, Shabbylicious on Zibbet. And I'm thrilled to be doing that, because I'll also be working alongside Maggie. And to be, to be working with those two ladies is, oh, it's just such a privilege. They're such, they're so good at what they do. And I just hope that I can, live up to my end of the bargain of it too, and deliver some nice projects for her. So that's my little bit of exciting news for today, and I'm very happy about that. So you will be seeing me do a couple of projects a month for Lele, for her store. I'll put a link to it in the description box and to her YouTube channel. I don't have a design kit to show you yet, because she's just got new goodies in her store, and she wanted to wait until they'd arrive before she sent me mine, so that I'm quite giddy over that, because I get to play with some things that I don't already have, so that's lovely. Okay then, well, I hope everybody's having a lovely weekend. It's Saturday afternoon here now, and the sun is shining, and I'm very happy. Thank you for joining me today. Bye.